you know, you could not walk into a room without recognizing Pam. You know, she was there, she was loud, she was present, and you knew it.
She was supportive, definitely.
Vibrant, passionate, controlling.
Lively, alive, passionate, loving.
Pam was so passionate.
She has a kind of love that is so selfless and just, there are no boundaries. It's limitless.
She was just an incredible force in nature.
Well, I met Pam Palmer when I was a little girl doing theater at the Garrett Players in Lawrence, Mass. It was a community theater group that did a lot of great stuff. She ran some of the children's theater, and she acted and directed in a lot of the adult plays as well.
I was doing a production with Pam, Annie actually, and we were at a rehearsal one day, actually the first day that I met her, and I came walking up behind her and she was eating a submarine, a steak sub. God, she loves steak subs. And she was sitting there eating it, and I reached over behind her and I grabbed half of the sub and I began eating it. And with a mouthful of food I said, God, I'm so hungry, thank you so much. And she's like, that's my sandwich, nobody ever touches my food. Hi, I'm Pam Palmer. And our friendship began.
I know you've asked if I can remember when we became friends. I just can't, because once she became my friend, it felt like it was we knew each other forever. We have quite a few similar traits. We're dogmatic. We're stubborn. We're always in your face. We can't take no for an answer. We're very much alike in that way.
I remember I was visiting Manor with my school, and I saw that crazy lady. She had crazy hair, and she was loud, and she was like no one I've ever met before. And she was like, are you signing up for Manor College? I said, I don't know, because I think I might go to community college. She said, nonsense. You're gonna take the TOEFL test, and that way she made me stay, and even throughout the test she would speak really loud in the class, and she had that lively things in her that kind of made me go, wow, who's that lady?
Pam could be abrasive, just like myself, in getting what she wants. I guess we were similar in that way as well. So there were times that we locked heads about things, because she wanted it now and I was busy, and she said I wanted it right now, and you couldn't deny her. And she'd come over to the office if I defied her.
I remember going to her office and having problems either with classes or whatever the problem was, and she'd be like, no, you're staying here right now, and that needs to be solved. And she would call whoever I need the help from. She'll be like, well, Karm is such a good student. I don't understand how that can happen. You need to fix it, and you need to fix it now.
You've never told anybody, or she never asked anyone if they wanted to do something. She would just say, you're going to do it. So one day she said to me, you know, the lady in the mailroom, Julie, she's an older woman and she's been here forever, and you're going to start driving her to work every day. Well, 4 years later, I was still driving her, and I said, Pam, you know, do you think maybe you want to start driving her? And she's like, oh, no, you're doing a great job. Just keep doing it. And that's how Pam was. She never asked. She just told you what to do.
It was just astonishing when I found out that Pam had come to Manor College. But our paths just schedule-wise, didn't cross right away.
The superficial part of our relationship was when we started initially working together regarding her students, and we had the same passion. We wanted the same outcomes for our students.
She was a very rooting presence at the college, somebody you could always discuss any idea with, somebody unendingly encouraging to her peers as well as to the students, just a very special and unique type of a person.
A few weeks after I known Pam, she asked me if I wanted to become a student ambassador, and by doing so, I got to go to different high schools with her because I wanted to speak about the program that she was the director of, the EFP program. And you know, just by going, it's almost like every time I would go to high school with her, it's almost like going back to when I first met her, because she had the same passion, you know, the same way of pulling people in.
She was such a mother hen flocking around her chicks just to make sure that everything was right, everything was okay for them.
Hi, my name is Wominti Morse. My major is psychology. I'm a senior. I'm a bilingual student. I was in the EFP program when I first came to Manor College. My experience with Pam Palmer was the greatest experience I've ever had in the school. She was more like a mother than a professor to me.
I got accepted to Manor, and I got to know her on a very, very personal level. She was to me, she was my other mother, I would say, yes.
The one thing about Pam was that at home, her family was her life, and her friends, who she considered family, were her life, and at work, her students were her life. And every single day, she came to work and she made those students number one, and she fought for their causes, and she fought to make sure that there were no injustices done by them and that they got the best possible education that they could.
Her interest in her student was so holistic. It was just, she wanted every aspect of their lives to be right. She knew everything that was personal to know about them. She knew their challenges, she knew their joys, she knew their interests, and it was all so personal to her that it made Pam, made my love for Pam grow.
She was always there for me. Whatever I needed, she was always there to help, either in the classroom or outside of the classroom.
It's like you'd say, Pam, how could you do this to 15 students all at the same time and still have time for her grandchildren and her son and her daughter-in-law and, you know, all the people that adored her.
Pam actually designed the EFP program here at Manor College. And we actually spent a lot of time talking on the phone. She would call me 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. Hey, I've got this idea. What do you think about this? And how should we do this? And let's go talk to the president. And we'll talk to the dean. And she fought, and she got the program that she thought was the best possible program for EFP students.
The EFP program makes me a better writer, a better speaker. My grammar is improved, my vocabulary, I use more like college words, bigger words now. And then when I'm writing, I enjoy writing because I feel like I'm confident, I know what I'm doing.
I would never think of myself as a writer, but Pam made me see the storyteller in me.
We worked with her on the academic part of what she did, but what she did obviously shows in the results of the students that she touched. She advocated strongly for what she believed was right. In any meeting, in any strategic planning, any agenda that the institution had, Pam had a voice. And she didn't care. She would put herself on the line for the betterment of the institution and her students. Pam has the ability to embrace anyone on any level by her love, by her care, and bring out the best in them, bring out significantly, distinctly, the best in anyone she touches, anyone she reaches.
She made a lot of differences in my life. First of all, when I first came here, my major was biology. She helped me to notice that biology wasn't the right thing for me, so she helped me to change my major to psychology, which I love now. She helped me to be more confident when I talk, because when I first came here I was shy because of my language barrier. But now I know I can talk anywhere and I'm more confident to talk in public.
Pam was among a probably small group of adults in my life when I was a child whose love of theater and music inspired me and exposed me to different kinds of art, enabling me to have a forum from which to choose what path I wanted my artistic life to take.
So Pam talked me into going and getting my master's degree from Cambridge College. She had gotten her master's degree from there and thought that it was an ideal marriage between me and Cambridge College. So I decided to write my life story as my final project for my degree, and we entitled it Straight Shooting. I kind of used Elaine Stritch's show, Alive at Liberty, with Elaine Stritch on Broadway, and we incorporated songs and my telling my life story.
The way Pam influenced my life has been huge, like completely huge. She showed me that I should be going for what I want. And coming from Haiti, moving here, you are told that, you need to be like most people as much as you can, to not have that accent, to not be different. I remember I was trying to learn as much as I could and as fast as I could. I wanted to learn English to not even have an accent. I wanted to fit in so bad, but Pam showed me that being different actually made me special. She would say how beautiful my accent was.
What she brought to me, how she made me feel, that joy, that excitement to be alive, that, I don't know, just being happy that someone who could bring that kind of joy could be around me again.
So a few of the songs that I found to go into this show, Pam really, really loved. She loved the song We Live on Borrowed Time. We can take care of each other. We can remember that deep down inside we all need the same thing. I had the good fortune and the very special fortune of being able to play that for her in the hospital the evening that she passed away. And it was very special to me, and I know it was very special to her.
Was a woman who would fight the world, would fight the storms, would go through hell for you once she loved you, once she believed in you. I miss her tremendously because I didn't think I could get so close to someone so quickly. And with Pam, I think it's all or nothing. You either love her or you hate her. It's all or nothing.
Pam Palmer was my role model. She made a lot of differences in my life, and if I'm still in school today, like about to graduate, it's because of her.
I've never seen anybody fight so much for me, someone who didn't even know me fight so much for me, and someone who has so much belief in me.
I love her. I always will. And I thank her
to be
for
right
being
where
in my life.
you are. How old is your soul?
If I could see Pam right now,
Well, I won't give up.
I was just stare at her for like 5 minutes or longer.
Even if the sky
And I would tell her that I love her
rough,
so much.
giving you
Pam, we love you and we miss you. And I, for one, am looking forward to reuniting forces with you in heaven. I know I will see you again, and I hope you're up there busy writing scripts and getting ready for the next production.
And I want to say thank you, Pam. Thank you for everything that you've done in my life.
Thank you for all you've given me.
Even the
Say I love you and you will always, always be in my life.
My God, I love you. And I miss you. And I can't wait for one day when we're together again and have all the fun that we had here.
I would say to her, I love you, and wherever you are, keep doing what you're doing, and keep sending those vibrations to us, because you're somewhere right here in the room with me right now. I can feel it. And keep sending those positive vibrations, and I hope you're feeling well.
Our differences, they do a lot to teach us how to use the tools and gifts we got here. We got a lot at stake. And in the end, you're still my friend. At least we did intend for us to work. We didn't break, we didn't burn. We had to learn how to bend without the world caving in. I had to learn what I got and what I'm not, and who I am.